Hello there, everyone. This is Tigger456, and it's been a while since I've done any videos on YouTube. Um, and so I've been trolling around YouTube. Trolling as in looking, not trolling as in, posting snide comments. Um, and I found this one guy named BlackNerdComedy. The guy is my idol. He loves all the same things I love. Hannah Montana, Victorious, iCarly, Sweet Life on Deck, Sunny with a Chance, We Left Zack and Cody, That's So Raven, Cory in the House, Wizards of Waverly Place, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, uh, Darkwing Duck, everything. And it's so awesome. But he made a video of the top, of his top 5 Marvel versus what versus Capcom games he would like to see. And I agree with most of them, but I especially agree with Disney versus Capcom because I would love to see Captain Jack Sparrow just beat any one of those. Gah! But I also have a list. He did Ninja Turtles versus Capcom, so I can't do that. Oh, I know. Uh, for number 5, Winnie the Pooh versus Capcom. How awesome would that be to have Tigger just like bounce them into the ground, and then his victory pose says, "The wonderful thing about the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one." How awesome would that be? And Piglet, throwing acorns at them. Pooh, bashing a pot of honey over them. Rabbit giving them healthy food and boring them to death. It would be awesome. So that's my number 5, Winnie the Pooh versus Capcom. I'd like I'd like to see one of those karate guys go up against a bouncing tiger. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Um, and then number 4. Number 4 would be. Number 4 would be. No. Oh, Nickelodeon versus Capcom. Yeah. SpongeBob going up against them. iCarly, Victorious. Not Big Time Rush. Not Big Time Rush. Absolutely not Big Time Rush. Um. I think I named most of them for iCarly, Victorious, SpongeBob. That's another good one. Besides Big Time Rush. Just. Oh, Penguins of Madagascar. Can't believe it took me that long to think of that. um, so that would be my number 4 pick. Nickelodeon versus Capcom. Number 3 pick. Number 3 pick. What would that be? Lord of the Rings versus Capcom. Wouldn't it be so awesome to see Gandalf square off against one of those guys? I don't play the game. I don't play Marvel versus Capcom or any of the Capcom games, so I don't know who they are. All I know is Shaylee and apparently she's really hot. That's really all I know. But Gandalf going up against Ryu, I think he was going up against Ryu, or Aragorn going up against someone equal to Aragorn, or Arwen going up against Shaylee, Eowyn going up against Shaylee, Gladriel going up against Shaylee, for crying out loud. Lord of the Rings versus Capcom would be awesome. That's number 3. Number 2. Number 2. I must ponder that. And I just lost it. I had it and I just lost it. Lucasfilm versus Capcom. And I'm talking Star Wars, Indiana Jones, anything else Lucasfilm's made. But, like, when I say Star Wars, I mean original trilogy and some characters from the prequels. That doesn't mean Qui-Gon Jinn, because but, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Old Ben, Luke, Darth Vader, Anakin, I guess Padme, Yoda definitely, Mace Windu, the Emperor, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, Jar Jar, I guess. Hey, he's a warrior, he's a Gungan, so that could work. I'm drawing a blank on a few more Star Wars characters. Han Solo, how could I forget Han Solo? Princess Leia, Chewie. You can't really have C-3PO or R2 because they don't really do anything. And I guess that would be it. That's my number 2 pick. And my number 1 pick would be Hannah Montana versus Capcom. Boom! Let me explain. Now, as Black Nerd Comedy said, Black Nerd said, sorry. He said that Disney and Capcom were once together. Like, they made great games. Darkwing Duck Nintendo game, awesome! But then it met Square, and it came out with Final Fantasy, the Kingdom Hearts series, which weren't that bad. They just, God, those things were hard. And so Disney hasn't really done anything with Capcom ever since. So that would be cool to see Disney come back and kick Capcom in the balls, but bring Disney Channel stars into it. I should have said not Hannah Montana versus Capcom, Disney Channel versus Capcom, which would be Hannah Montana cast. I would love to see Hannah, guitar riff, and that's her move, that's her special move, or like a screech, like a whale, like a singing whale, and it just decimates everything around, and her victory pose, the line under it says, "You get the best of both worlds." And Wizards of Waverly Place, Alex, Justin, Max could, cast a spell, decimate the other person. Everything is not what it seems would be the ending tag for one of them, or for Alex, probably, I should say, for Alex. Sunny could be, Sunny could grab one of the props from the prop room if they had the prop room is an arena, she could grab one of the props and bash it. Or same thing with Nico, Grady, Zora, and Tawny. Although Tawny wouldn't want to get her nails dirty, so I guess Tawny would be the lowest. I guess you could have Chad. Chad's, yeah. And then Sweet Life, you could have Sweet Life. You could have Mr. Mosby, really duking it out this time. You could have Mr. Mosby really duking it out, and Zach and Cody, they're over here, they're over there, they're over here, and then Bailey could lasso, and Maddie could lasso, and London could, pick up a phone and pay someone to drop a bomb on the person. So I think that would be good. So it's probably those are my I know they're not gonna be made, especially not Disney Channel, because Capcom wouldn't waste its time. But that's my dream. That's my dream. I would love if they made Disney versus Capcom, Nickelodeon versus Capcom, Disney Channel versus Capcom, Winnie the Pooh. It doesn't make any sense, yet it does. Yet it makes so much sense too. Winnie the Pooh versus Capcom, and Star Wars versus Capcom, Lord of the Rings versus Capcom. I can think of many different ones, but those were my 5. So that's it. Leave a comment down below if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye.